Welcome to the Season 2 finale of Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Liz Layug.
I'm Eddie Connor.
And we'd like to thank everyone for listening to us this whole season.
And the other season too. No, as you can tell, we have so much fun. We thank everybody for tuning in from first season to the second season. Because the second season, we found out what you wanted more of so that we could couture the shows to fit your frequencies, okay? Oh, shit.
and keep tuned in for further information in regards to season 3.
And this is a perfect example of fine-tuning your intentions so that you're not attacked by a hairy pussy that throws its ass in your face. I now need to be clear. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Layug.
And this is the opposite of living the high-frequency life.
And thanks, y'all.
Enjoy the show. Liz, today we're talking about owning the high frequency life, and a lot of our viewers out there want to know the difference between what is just living a normal life versus living the high frequency life, Liz.
And?
And? Everybody lives their life. I'm a firm believer that everything is. I can feel my friend Liz, my sister Liz over here, my petite flower princess giver Liz over here. But we all live life, and there's 2 frequencies on planet Earth. There's the high frequency, and high frequency, think of it as when you feel connected, when you feel like you're in alignment, when things are just beautifully, magically happening for you, and everything you touch or think turns to gold and green. A low frequency life is when you are accidentally looking at what you don't want. You're talking about what you don't want, how you don't want to feel. You will also, in the low frequency life, be talking about things in the lazy brain program. You're at the water cooler, you're talking about the coworker that doesn't do their job. You're complaining about the traffic as you're sitting in it instead of the things you like, and that's low frequency. So there's how many frequencies on the earth plane?
There's high and low. And let me add to that is that, then high frequency also, as Eddie has said, like you'll feel an ease. You'll feel a happiness, a peace within yourself. Exactly. Don't tell me. And
this is high frequency living.
I love you. And so at ease, you feel bright. You feel everything is just snapping to it, one thing after the other. And then low frequency, you feel depressed. You feel sad. You feel, Eddie talked about what it takes to draw to yourself and to experience it. But these feeling thoughts of sadness, of depression, these are signs that, hey, maybe I'm calling to myself a different experience than I really want. So you need a little bit of reexamination. So again, there's the high and the low frequency.
Yes.
Yes.
Think of it on a scale from 1 to 10. Low frequency would be the 1. That's the lowest you can go. And then
exactly.
And 5 is not bad. It isn't good. It's still considered a comfortable frequency. And so there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 5 is vanilla. God, child, I love vanilla.
See, for some people, vanilla is really 10. Okay, because I don't think you can use that analogy.
Okay, we'll just take that analogy off the table. 5 is comfortable. And 6 is good. 7 is gooder. 8 is goodest. 9 is great. And 10 is energetic multiple orgasmic combustion points.
What he said. Okay.
I graduated in North Carolina from high school. I know what good or goodest is. Okay. So 5 is just, it's not complacent. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just sort of what it is.
Mediocre.
And so the low frequency parts, it can be mild irritation.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah, and the more irritated you get, the lower down the energy ramp you go. Okay.
Okay.
So high frequency is when you feel anything from good to peaceful all the way up to euphoric jazz hands, triple pirouettes, shimmy your shatakas, whatever those.
Okay. See, for me, on the graph of 1 to 10, 1 feeling depressed and sad.
Yes, okay. 2.
Okay. Doesn't matter. 2 doesn't matter. 5. I'm talking my graph, okay?
My
Your
graph
is
from
different.
1 to 10, it's only 1 and nothing else matters.
1 to 10. Because most people don't really think about those small gradations in between. So it's like they're feeling really sad. They're feeling unfulfilled. Like things aren't happening they want to. When you get to about 5, you're just kind of like muddling along. This is kind of like the automatic behavior. And then when you get to 10, on the way to 10, and that's where I want to focus on, is that's where you see that things are happening with ease. Things are starting to begin to happen for yourself. You're getting greater clarity. By the time you get to 10, that's your success. That's where you want to be. When you draw to yourself those things easily, and that's, to me, is the high frequency.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Oh, well, she put me in my place.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why I like to keep it general and simple and say there's high frequency and there's low frequency. High feels good, low feels bad.
Okay.
So you don't need to remember your energetic multiple orgasmic combustion points or none of that stuff, okay? So if you're just tuning in, you're watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And Liz Layug.
The title of this last episode of season 2 is about owning the high frequency life. And now that you have 4 or 5 different definitions of what that is, we're going to move on to the next.
This is our finale.
It is. So please come back next year, please. So today we're sharing a bunch of essential keys that will help you live a what frequency life?
A high frequency life.
So the first one is ask better questions. The second one is Appreci-Asking, which is one of my all-time favorite tools to use. We have Mirror Soul Speak. We're going to talk about power word lullabies and how to consciously project an energy vortex that makes you feel good.
And then we're also going to be talking about sending light. Think it, ink it, journal it, work it out. YES-ercising and ZEN-tention.
So I want to be clear about something. She said YES-ercising, not exorcism. It's very different. We ain't going to do no chicken sacrifice at our YES-ercism today.
No.
But first, we want to talk about one of my favorite
Oh,
topics.
yeah, that's one of my favorite, too.
See, she telepathically knew what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The oval mirror of life. Now, when you stand in front of a mirror, what happens?
A mirror or mirror? A what?
Mirror.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
When you stand in front of a mirror, what happens?
You see a reflection of yourself.
That's right. So when you stand in front of a physical mirror with your physical body, you get a reflection back of what you see with your 5 physical senses. The mirror we're talking about is an oval mirror, and I call it the magical, mystical oval mirror of life because I'm a colorful homosexual, and that's how we roll over here in the big LA, okay?
Okay.
And oval is an acronym for observe. Whatever you observe causes you to vibrate a frequency. And that could be a high frequency or low frequency. A in the word oval is attract, allow. And the L in oval is live it. So if you observe it, I see you getting all smart. What's going on in your oval mirror,
Nothing.
Liz?
Absolutely nothing. You go right ahead.
Naughty thoughts. I can feel it. I can feel it in my solar plexus megaphone.
You can.
So the oval mirror of life is an invisible mirror. You can't see it. It's multi-dimensional. It's got higher frequency mirror. What it does unconditionally is whatever you observe with your eyes open or closed causes you to vibrate a frequency. The longer you vibrate that frequency, whether you're conscious or not of it, will cause you to start to attract what you observed and vibrated. And if it's something you do want, you want to allow yourself to have it. and then you're going to eventually live it. That's why I love the oval mirror of life.
No, I like that. I like that analogy, and I like that portion that you did. It's lovely. Lovely.
Okay, so
So it's like Edward.
So let's break it down, the 10 essential keys, Liz.
Okay. Oh, I thought we were going to observe it, vibrate it, attract it, allow it,
Okay, hold on. Let's hit
and
rewind.
finally live it. Oh,
Go
yeah.
back about 3 minutes.
Oops.
There you go.
Oops.
See,
Sorry.
deja vu.
Okay, hey.
Deja vu.
Hey, one moment.
Liz, deja
Okay,
vu.
let me get my tea. Okay, so we're going to break this down, and so the first one, we're going to ask Eddie a bunch of questions. So what about asking better questions? What does that mean to you?
We always ask questions. The problem most of us have in the oval mirror of life is we're innocently asking low frequency questions. Where my man? Where my stuff? Are they going to bring my trailer back? And so instead of asking high frequency questions, every question you ask is going to ignite and trigger inside of you feelings, frequencies, attitudes, and emotions. And every word we think or speak has a vibration about it. We like to call that vibratory vocabulary here on Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. Okay. And so every word has a frequency. Listen to these two words. Which feels better? Connection, love.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sandwich or pizza.
Come back, Liz. Come back. Come back to the light. Connection. I'll help you. Connection or love?
Love.
Nuh-uh.
What? Which one?
Connection.
Okay.
For me.
For you.
See, there's a lot of love buts. When you say the word love, most people talk about love when they don't got none.
Exactly.
Some people talk about love when they want it and don't have it. And some people talk about love without even talking about love because they got invisibuts and they see other people madly in love, kissy, standing at the movie theater without their mask on, with the tongue in the ear and all that kind of stuff. And then they feel jealous or insecure or sad that they don't got no love with no tongue in their ear. Kissy.
Okay. Okay, the next question.
Wait. Hold on a second. I am channeling my inner Liz. Hold on. Jazz hands.
Okay, jazz hands. Okay.
So ask better questions.
Okay, ask better questions. Okay. To me, being in a state of love means that is the highest frequency. You are in a state of love.
Are you?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So when people talk about love, it's more often than not.
Are you talking about people and not me, right? I'm sorry.
I'm talking about meeple. That would be Liz and other people. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so the next question is.
Nope, we're not done. Ask better questions.
Ask better questions.
So every word you speak or think has a frequency,
of course,
a vibratory,
of course,
a vibratory frequency that is either high or low.
Yeah.
And so when you ask lazy questions in your mind, am I going to get the raise? Is traffic going to continue to be this bad? Why won't my husband take out the garbage? Then you are repeating questions that are low frequency, that have vibratory vocabulary in them that keeps triggering more of what you don't want than you do want. So the purpose of asking better questions is so that you learn to stimulate your mind, your right brain and left brain. You stimulate your heart chakra into a place of connection to source energy or your higher light or inner light. And you stimulate your solar plexus megaphone. Ask questions in a new way that make you feel, wait for it. Hold on. Wait for it. Good, gooder, goodest, great, or energetic multiple orgasmic combustion point. So instead of saying, will my old man take out the garbage today so I don't have to cut his ass when he's sleeping? You just want to say, I love the clouds in the sky today, don't I? I like the things that are working. Wait. Because when you are focused on things that are working for you, that make you feel high frequency and not talking about the thing and looking at the thing that makes
Of
you feel
course.
ho frequency. There's a ho frequency. And there's a low frequency.
Yeah.
And you're looking at all things, speaking about all things that make you feel better on the inside. Then your husband will take out the garbage. Then the raise starts coming to you. You don't have to talk about the thing that they don't do to get them to do it and ask questions about it that keep you stuck in a low frequency.
That's the opposite of what you want, to talk about what you don't want.
Oh.
But Edward, but when you, so again, the peace, calming, something that makes you feel happy, it speaks to all the cells of your body. So that will trigger all this experience, right?
What kind of experiences?
High frequency.
High frequency.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is, what is Appreci-Asking, Edward?
Appreci-Asking. One of my favorite things to do is appreciation. And I was a kid that grew up, we weren't allowed to ask for anything. If you wanted it, you have to work for it. And so I learned that not only could I not ask, I had to work really, really hard to get it. So when I became older and wanted things, I worked for it, of course. Yeah. But then I didn't have the self-confidence or security or self-esteem to ask even my boss for a raise after I'd been there 3 years. And
I did that.
Yeah. And so, I had to learn to ask. So my guides helped me with, they said, did you know that every time you appreciate anything, like the bougainvillea outside or the sun and the clouds, the moon and the sun and the stars, all of that, anytime you appreciate anything, you're automatically asking with all of the trillions of cells in your beingness for more things that feel like that in every area of your life. So if you feel like you're stuck at work where you don't feel seen and heard and you don't feel like you can safely ask for the raise, then put your attention on everything that you can appreciate that makes you feel good, like that make you feel prosperous, that make you feel seen, that make you feel heard, that make you feel connected and aligned, that make you feel soul esteemable. And as you start doing inventories of those things that you appreciate in these categories over here, that energy also goes back and meets you at work every time you go in, and then you start getting the results you want at work too. So if I'm appreciating anything over here, like filming the podcast for longer than a few seconds, that energy electromagnetically goes out to every corner of the universe that is connected to my personal life experience now and moving forward. So I love Appreci-Asking because it's asking for what you want without having to ask for it.
Yeah.
What do you Appreci-Ask, Liz? Nothing?
No, I appreciate everything. To me, it's gratitude, appreciation. It's the same thing. It's like you're grateful for what comes into your life. You appreciate it. To me, it's like a very personal thing. It's like whatever you appreciate or whatever you're grateful for, you acknowledge that and it brings that energy to you. And again, it's hitting all the cells of your body and it's bringing more of that same energy to yourself so that you can experience that highly elevated frequency that your soul desires. That is the natural state of your soul, is a very high frequency. And that's what it is. So you experience it over and over again. So the more you experience that, you're grateful, you're appreciative, and you have that experience of the high frequency, then you crave it. You want it. And it will bring to you what it is that you want.
Yep. And if you can do it for 68 seconds at a time, you move faster toward attracting the other things you want in other areas of your life that feel equally that good.
I agree.
Yay.
And the next question, Edward, is mirror soul speak. What is that?
Mirror soul speak. It's an old technique that a lot of metaphysicians use where they stand in front of the mirror. It's my least favorite thing to do because I have the most resistance to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Where you stand in front of a mirror. You know, it's a double sort of entendre here in this way. You stand in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
The easiest way to do it is with candlelight.
Oh. Okay, go
with
ahead.
all of your clothes on.
Okay, that reminds me of Bloody Mary. I'm going like, okay. You're in high school. Did you ever do that? Oh, girls did that.
No.
It's that when you go to like, you'd be with a bunch of girls in high school and you go to the bathroom and you put a candle there and you go, Bloody Mary. Everybody says Bloody Mary, and then Bloody Mary is supposed to come in front of the mirror. We always did it.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. Scared the living hell out of you.
Bless your heart.
I never did
That
it.
answers so many questions I have.
Go on.
This is called unconditional love or connection.
A connection.
So mirror soul speak.
Yeah.
It's when you, two aspects, the physical part of you and the non-physical part of you. You stand in front of the mirror with candlelight, turn the overhead lights on or whatever, and you want to look into your right eye and just say really subtle, general affirmations or thoughts or what I call vibratory vocabulary. Even if you just picked 3 words like connection, alignment, prosperity. Connection, alignment, prosperity. And you only have to do it for anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. And what you're doing is you're realigning. You're rebooting, you're reconnecting to the pure positive energy that creates worlds. And the other part of that is the non-physical part of yourself in the invisible OVAL mirror is observing, vibrating, attracting, and allowing, and then living that frequency repetitively over and over and over, which is what? Pre-paving every corner of your life from the present moment outward.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I a similar thing that when I was going to teachers is that they did something very similar to that. Not that one exactly, but you would write down whatever it is that you wanted. They didn't use a candle, but they would just every morning when you got up in the morning, you would just write down the attributes that you want in your life that you felt was missing, and you would just stick a piece of paper, post-it or tape if you were before post-it, and you put it on there, and every morning you would just say it, and every evening before you went to bed you suggest it.
And what you're doing
It's the same,
in your
very similar.
And what you're doing in your suggestibility is you have to pay attention to how you feel.
Exactly.
If you're standing there feeling like you've been rode hard and hung up wet, and you're just standing there going, love, abundance, prosperity, love, abundance, it ain't going to work for you the way you want it to work for you. So it's about it's a sacred act, really.
Exactly. Well, words have power. And so therefore, like when you would say these words, you would have to feel it. And initially, most people, when they would put those words up and they would say it, they wouldn't feel that. They wouldn't feel those attributes.
Exactly.
They wouldn't feel the power. They wouldn't feel the strength. They wouldn't feel their success and confidence. But eventually, they would become that frequency.
Yes.
That was the goal.
I love that. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Layug.
Today we're talking about owning the high frequency life, and we're into 3 of the essential keys to help you create a high frequency life. And Liz is getting ready to tell you what the fourth one is.
And the next one is, and I kind of hinted on it, and Eddie's going to tell you all about it, power word lullabies.
As Liz was saying, every word has power to lift you into a high frequency state of consciousness or a low frequency state of consciousness. And power word lullabies is, in one of the previous episodes, we talked about the 7 and under emotional belief inventory, which is from the day you're born up until your 7th or 8th birthday, you live in the theta state. And the theta state of consciousness is it half in this world and half in the spirit world, half awake and half asleep. And children are able to see the spirit world, as you well know, way better than adults can. Power word lullabies are as you're drifting off to sleep. You pick 3, not sentences, you pick 3 words that feel really good in your solar plexus, in your heart, and that integrate your right brain and left brain, a word you have no resistance to, and you try to keep with the theme. So let's come up with a theme right now, something you would want to say power word lullabies about as you're falling asleep at night. Tyrone, sausage, millionaire. See how I channeled that? Tyrone, sausage, millionaire. Can you feel the energy?
No.
Tyrone.
No.
Sausage.
No.
Millionaire.
No. I think that, for me, it's not something outside yourself. It's something inside yourself. And so
I know.
I know. Okay.
Reel it in, girl.
Okay.
No. What? Give me a subject.
No, I am giving you a subject.
Oh,
so I'd
wait.
say, I'm trying to think of something personal. Okay, confidence.
Okay.
Confidence.
Why?
Why?
Yeah. Why confidence? Why is that important to you?
Why? Because sometimes, even though I know the subject, I know the information, I know something about it. In fact, I know a lot about, let's say, my work. I won't say it. I won't feel confident about it.
Okay. So, so here we go. This is so good because all of us have experiences
exactly.
like this. And so.
And I'm talented. Edward. Okay.
I'm trying to hold it and I can't hold it. I'm not a good actor.
Okay.
So here's what you would do for your power word lullabies. So if you're lulling a child to sleep, which is the opposite of what we've been doing for the last 5 minutes. If you're lulling a child to sleep because your subconscious mind is tied to your inner child.
Yeah.
So as an adult, when you're lulling yourself to sleep, you want to lull the subconscious and the inner child with the consciousness and dip into that theta state. This is language for theta state.
And that is your dream state.
Mm-hmm. While you're consciously awake and asleep at the same time. It's that in-between world state. So power word lullabies for someone who wants to work on what you're working on would be close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Relax your neck and your shoulders and your back and your spine and just feel these. Close your eyes. Girl, close your eyes.
It is.
I'm not going to reach over and cut you. I'll save that for after the show. That'll be the outtake.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
Okay. Focus on your breathing.
I don't trust you.
Don't be self-conscious. Okay. There's a whole globe watching you right now. Don't think about that. So for real, here we go. Focus on your breathing. Relax your neck and your shoulders and your back and your spine. And focus on the essence of these three words: alignment, connection, love. Alignment, connection, and love. Now bring the essence of those words into your heart chakra. Alignment, connection, and love. Breathe the light into your body and pull the essence of these power word lullabies into your solar plexus. Alignment, connection, and love. And as you're falling deeper asleep, you repeat them over and over and over, like you would lull a child to sleep, with alignment, connection, and love. And those are power word lullabies. And see, we don't have to talk about the problem or the issue of self-esteem, or what did you call it? Confidence?
Confidence.
You focus on the essence of how you would feel once you already had the end result of confidence, which would feel like I'm in alignment.
Yes.
I'm connected.
Yes.
And I feel love. I love myself, child.
Okay. And the next one we're talking about is projecting energy vortex.
We all are perpetually, eternally projecting energy forward. Energy is physical, non-physical. Energy is your thoughts, feelings, and frequency. Energy is the soul part of you and the physical part of you simultaneously. So to purposefully project forth an energy vortex would be very similar to what we just did with the power word lullabies and the mirror soul speak, and even Appreci-Asking and asking better questions, because when you're consciously projecting an energy forward, it feels good, and your body, your life will get to experience that. So we've asked this question many times. What arrives to the audition or job interview first? Your physical body or your thoughts about it?
It's your energy.
Okay, I was going to say thoughts. Okay.
It's your energy.
So if you're putting... Which is it, chocolate or vanilla? It's your energy. Okay, was it a hat or was it a cane? Your energy. The tornado hit my trailer. Which was it? It's the energy, Eddie. So whatever you think, feel, or believe in the oval mirror of life is going to be the energy you project forward. So if you got a blind date with Tyrone and some sausage and he a millionaire, and you're excited, but you're a little nervous because you heard about Tyrone's reputation with his sausage, then what's going to meet you at that date with Tyrone first is your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, your insecurity, and your hopefulness. We call that hopium here.
Okay, the next one is sending light.
Liz is like, the next one is sending light. Sending light is one of our favorite fun things to do. So what is light?
Light is your energy. Light is who we are. That's your soul expression, is your light.
Where did it come from?
It comes from our soul. So what we are non-physical beings experiencing physicality. So therefore, it's not the other way around. It's not a physical being experiencing your consciousness. No, we are non-physical beings experiencing a third dimensional reality. And so therefore, like Eddie was talking about earlier, one of the items were projecting energy vortex and you're sending light. That is what is expressing outward at all times. You can even generate this energy and light yourself exponentially if you get to that point, consciously, so that you can send it out to whomever. You don't even have to be in the same country or the state or the city. You can just send it out to
galaxy.
That person. It sends it out because there is no confining space. There is no limit to that light, right?
So light is, yes. And an addendum is light is unconditional love. And so which came to the earth plane to inhabit these bodies first, our light or our bodies?
It's our light.
Our light. And so, or as Liz would say, energy. It's
energy, and everything's energy.
Our life force energy, which is invisible, came down into the Earth's 3-dimensional, now moving up to 5-dimensional consciousness, physical and non-physical. So when you send light forth, which is a form of unconditional love, you're literally sending forth that pure positive energy to every area of your life, but it also benefits other people too. So moving right along to the next one is
think it, ink it.
Think it, ink it. Spell the word think.
Don't you know?
I am not talented enough.
T-H-I-N-K.
So, I'm sorry, T-H-Y-K?
T-H-I-N-K.
T-H-I-N-K.
You can say think it, ink it, or you can say write it, journal it. But think it, ink it, sister.
There's a reason we say think it, ink it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Think it, ink it.
Think it, ink it. So what are the last 3 letters of think?
Ink.
Good.
I-N-K.
Yeah, I-N-K.
Sorry.
She's going to cut herself. I won't even have to after that. Okay? So think it, ink it. So you can't think the word think even without knowing that the word ink is in it.
Yeah.
I-T, illuminated thought.
Okay.
And so you're going to take the illuminated thought you think, conscious high frequency thoughts, and you're going to ink it onto the page. You're not going to type it. You're not going to text it.
No.
You're going to hand write it, because handwriting anything from a high frequency platform in your thought process activates a high frequency energy vortex in your solar plexus. So when you are inking down that integrated physical, non-physical deliciousness, your subconscious and conscious mind see it as already a physical manifestation on the earth plane. And therefore you're electromagnetically pulling to you not only the high frequency life, but the thing that you were actually thinking and then inking becomes a physical manifestation.
Yeah. Anything that's up here, that's in your mind or your thoughts or whatever it is, you have to bring it in. And if you don't write it down, it really doesn't bring it out of the non-physical. You need to really write it down in order to manifest. So that's really critical. I'm in total agreement with you. That's really important, sister. I know. The next one is working it out.
Work it out is another way to use your illuminated thought, which activates your illuminated talent, which brings you illuminated things.
Oh, yeah.
It goes back to the light. So when you work your illuminated thoughts, talents, and things out in a high frequency way in your head, your heart, and your gut, which makes you a triple threat frequency, then what you're doing is pulling again to you more high frequency circumstances, situations, people, and solutions that are also illuminated from the inside out.
Yeah. And the next one is YES-ercising.
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 Don't tell Richard Simmons, because he'll take it. YES-ercising. YES is an acronym. This is Liz. Acronym. That it stands for your electromagnetic soul. So the universe, is it unconditional?
Yes.
Is it saying no to your bad behavior?
Yes. It's saying
The universe is saying no.
The universe is always saying yes to you.
Okay.
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 You got that?
Okay.
Okay.
Does the universe ever say no to you? Yes. Okay.
No.
I know.
The universe is always saying whatever you say. The universe say no to your bad behavior? No, the universe is always saying yes to you.
Okay.
So if you act badly, it's still going to say yes to you.
So what's it saying yes to right now?
It's saying
To you.
to me.
Meeple.
Me.
I love Meeple. So yes-ercising.
Okay, yes-ercising.
The universe says yes, unconditional. I can't even look at you right now. Let's look at my meeple. Okay. So what are we talking about?
Yes-ercising.
Okay. Yes-ercising, YES, your electromagnetic soul. When you exercise the power of saying yes to the things that make you feel high frequency in the solar plexus, the heart, mind, the right brain, and the left brain, then you are attracting so many more beautiful, radiant, effortless, joyous miracles. And what is a miracle? It's that going from fear to love. It's talking about, not talking about what you don't want, but it's talking about what you do want and how you do want to feel.
You want me to answer what was a miracle?
No, I'm not, I can't.
Okay, ZEN-tention.
ZEN-tention is when you literally, your intentions are super important, because if you don't have an intention for the date with Tyrone and his sausage and his $1 million, if you don't have an intention, Liz, and you get there, how are you going to feel?
Well, I'm going to feel sausageless.
We don't want our friend Liz to be sausageless. I would be more concerned about the million.
A millionaire-less.
Yeah, you never want to know how the sausage is made anyway.
Stop. Okay.
Okay, so ZEN-tention is when your intention is so relaxed. Again, when your intention is so relaxed and so peaceful, the opposite of what I'm feeling right now. So peaceful and laid back and soul esteemable that you pull even more lovely things to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then last one is the oval mirror.
Which is I say everything's my favorite, evidently, because we're at the end of season 2, and I just love everything that we talk about.
Yeah.
Oval mirror is an acronym for whatever you observe with an O causes you to vibrate a V frequency, which causes you then to attract what you vibrated and observed, and then you want to focus on allowing what you observed and vibrated into your life, so you get the luxury of L living it and playing with it. And there are how many frequencies on the earth plane?
Dose, 2.
So one is a
high,
one is a
low.
And the high frequency living is what you've all asked about, which is why we wanted to end season 2 with owning the high frequency life.
Absolutely.
We all are living a life that has a frequency to it, whether we're cognizant or not of it. High frequency living is when you play with things like what we just spoke about, so that you can deliberately live a better quality of life. And a life that goes from good to what? Gooder. Say it with me. A life that goes from gooder to what? Say it with me.
To the best.
Good. Goodest.
I can't.
And then from goodest to what?
I can't say.
Great. Say great.
Great.
And then from great to what? 10 is
absolute best.
It is an energetic, multiple, orgasmic combustion point frequency. Now, see, she want to call Tyrone right now. Tyrone, is you home?
Are we going to recap, Eddie?
Oh, sure. I was still back at Oscar Mayer. Hold on. What happened? Okay. So, yes, we're going to do a quick recap. Ask better questions, Appreci-Asking, Mirror Soul Speak. These are 3 of the 10 essential keys you can use to create your own high frequency life. Oh, also power word lullabies. And what were your power word lullabies? Alignment, connection, and love, which is a great way to do number 5, project an energy vortex.
And the next one is sending light, think it, ink it, work it out. YES-ercising, ZEN-tention, and the oval mirror, which is Eddie's favorite.
It is. It's all my favorite. So what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show was, I want to say, the comparison of high and low, that we went through that, the high and low frequency.
How did you feel as we were going through that high and low?
High and low. I was feeling, it felt very peaceful, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still feel peaceful?
Yes.
What about your meeple?
It feels good.
What about the meeple out there with sausage?
Oh, feels good. Feels good. Edward.
Oh, my favorite part of the show was the fact that we got through it.
Oh, you're so silly.
It was so much fun. And
it was
also
very much fun.
And our other favorite part of every single show that we've ever done, the fact that we got to the end of
very
season
favorite
2,
part
is we want to thank Malcolm. We want to thank Ebony.
Yes.
We want to thank Vanessa, Apollo for having the patience to sit through this. They are the
best.
They're the test market.
Malcolm, Vanessa, Ebony, Apollo, they are the best.
They're the ones who keep us centered and grounded and make us look talented.
Yes. Talented, Edward. Talent.
Authentic.
Yes.
And aligned.
Yes.
Connected. Lovable.
And
because we all want sausage.
Exactly.
We do.
We do.
We do. So thanks for tuning in.
And I'm Liz Layug.
I'm Eddie Connor. You've been watching Coming Out with Liz and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Liz Layug.
And you've been watching Owning the High Frequency Life. Until we see each other next time, please remember to keep your thoughts, your feelings, and your frequencies high, fast, and pure so that you can unlock the universe within with Tyrone and his sausage.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoyed the show.